Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about measurement terminology and some of the phrases we use while we're taking different increments of feet and inches and smaller measurements as well. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. All right, so the first thing I have for you is something when we're taking measurements and we want something very accurate. Sometimes when you're you're using a tape measure, you have this little bit of play in the measurement tape, and that's okay. But in certain instances, it can be a little bit cumbersome to figure out a measurement. So the first thing we say is, give me 3 inches, whatever measurement is, 3 5/8, and then I might say burn an inch, which means I need a very specific measurement. So let's just say, okay, I'm gonna measure 3 5/8 normally on this tape measure, right? Which is right there. When I say burn an inch, I'm basically just saying take the first inch off the tape, and then your measurement you're gonna measure is 4 5/8, which on short measurements doesn't show up, but on longer measurements, sometimes it does. So if your tape measure has a damaged end on it, or your tapes don't seem to be measuring the same length for some reason, maybe you have different brands or one, usually the culprit is right here. This end can be damaged, bent, or distorted, and you might not be getting a proper pull on it. So then we would burn an inch on the tape. So you put it at 1 inch, and then you make your measurement. Don't forget to add that inch back into your measurement. So instead of 3 5/8, I'd be measuring 4 5/8, which actually is 3 5/8, okay? And then on the same token, instead of using 16ths, a tape measure, like these Stanley tapes, are broken down into 16ths of an inch. So let's just start with 5. So 5 plus this first small mark is 5 1/16. And then if you add 2 16ths together and you break that down fractionally, it becomes 1/8. And then you have 3 16ths, and then a quarter. And then you have 5 16ths, and then 3/8, and 7 16ths, and it keeps going up the tape. So instead of trying to remember all that 16ths, we use a terminology of plus and minus. So basically what I just did is I took away all the 16ths on the tape measure. Now you're just worried about 8 measurements on the tape. So on that, from 5 to 6 inches, all you have to worry about is 1/8 inch, quarter, 3/8, half, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8. If I need a measurement any different than those measurements, I say plus or minus. So if I say 5 1/4 plus is right here, 5 3/8 minus is also right here. So 5 1/4 plus and 5 3/8 minus are actually the same measurement. Okay, let's say you go 6 minus or 5 plus. It just depends on what you're trying to get to. If you're at the end of your inch spectrum, maybe you do a 6 minus versus a 5 7/8 plus. 6 minus sounds better. You can't really make a mistake if you say 6 minus, boom, there it is right there. 6 minus, okay? Which is also 5 7/8 plus, which is also 5 15/16 if you want to be precise. But on our job site, usually that gets misconstrued somehow. I might say 3/16 and somebody cuts at 3/8, which is okay, but if I say 3/8 and I cut at 3/16, that's bad. Plus and minus is a great way to organize your measurement on your tape scale, okay? All right, next terminology that we are gonna talk about is on center, or O/C. So on center basically is a way of identifying how far apart particular members are from one another. This could be the joist on your deck, which is the most common term when deck building, but you also might have your stringers a certain distance on center. So in this particular build, this set of stringers is 11 inches on center, which means from the center of this stringer to the center of this stringer is 11 inches. And that's gonna repeat itself over and over for the entire run. So usually when we're marking things out, we mark out like we're reading a book. So we have our end stringer, and then we'll measure over 11 inches, and then we'll draw a line and make a mark. That's where the next stringer would go, or the next joist would go in our sequence. So you could just go 11, 22, 33, 44, 55 until your end of your run. when you go 11 inches on center. So sometimes we build 12 inches on center. The reason we did 11 inches on center, we're using AZEK decking for this build, but we're also putting a kicker in the front of each rise. So that takes a lot of the load. So we don't have to bring these stringers as close together as they recommend in the manual. Just talk to your local structural engineer for other tips and tricks on how to build things a certain way. Okay, so on center can be for a staircase, it could be for a wall layout, it could be for your joist layout. Most of the time when we're talking about on center, how far are your joist spacing, doctor? On this particular build, they're 14 inches on center, which again means from the center of one to the center of another. But another quick and dirty way to figure that out is if you hook one, then 11 inches or whatever it is would be to the left as well. So that's how we lay things out and identify, is by using on-center measurements. All right, so the last tip I have for you guys, or last terminology, sometimes I'll call out, when I'm calling out measurements, depending on how I want something to fit. Like let's say we're doing a bunch of mid-span pressure blocking, and I have a specific length in mind, but I know if I make it too tight or too loose, it may not fit properly and I'm not gonna be happy with the final fit. So I might call out a measurement and say, leave the line. Or I might say, cut the line. Or I might say, take half the line. What am I getting at? Well, when you draw out a measurement, you're gonna make a line. Let's just say, I say, hey, cut it 12 inches, leave the line. That's not saying 12 plus, it's just saying leave the line because I want it snug. So if I come over here and I measure 12, and I'm telling you to leave the line, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to leave the line on that 12-inch board. So I'm about to cut that right there. So what I did was I still see an identifiable line on this board. It might be a little over 12 inches, but it may not be 12 and a 16th. So I'm 12 inches exactly, and I left my line, okay? Now if I say take the line, or take half the line, I might be just a little bit below 12 inches, but maybe not quite 12 minus. So if I say leave half the line, then I'm gonna cut this again, or I would have originally cut it, where I'm taking half the pencil lead off of that measurement, which is getting really precise. It could be 30 seconds we're talking about here. So I probably took a little more than half the line, but I can still see pencil lead at the top of that line. So for me, it's kind of a identifiable way to say, leave it loose, leave it tight, leave the line, take half the line. It's up to you how you want to do it, but that's some of the lingo that we use when we're building decks to identify how to measure or particularly cut a certain board a certain way. So if you got something out of the video, guys, don't forget the most important thing you do today, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to be notified when we're putting out new content. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. And thanks for coming to our channel. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Have a great day.